Chapter 5. In truth, the bell of the small church began to ring. The people began to gather to hear Mr. Spark speak to them. Mr. Spark spoke to them in church every Sunday and prayed with them. The Sunday school children now sat with their father and mother, who would try to keep them quiet. And Polly came, and Tom and Sis and Mary sat with her. Tom was paced as far as possible from the open window and the interesting summer scene outside. Other people came in and went to their seats. There were the old and poor. There were the middle-aged. There were the pretty girl in bright summer clothes and the young men with their eyes following the girl. There was Mrs. Douglas, whose husband died. She was rich and good-hearted, and she lived in the big house on Cardiff Hill. There was Murchison, the good boy of the village. He came to cruise with his master. All the other master thought of his goodness. All the other boy did not like him. Now the bell was hit again, and then the shoes became very quiet. They were ready to begin. They began with a song. After the song, Mr. Sapong lists a very long list of meetings to come in the following week. Then he prayed. He prayed for many things and for many people. He prayed for the shoes and for the little children of the shoes, and for the other shoes of the village and for the village, and then for the whole country, and for the government, and then for people of far-off country. Tom did not enjoy hearing Mr. Spunk pray, but he knew he must remain quiet. While Mr. Spunk prayed, a flying bug stopped on the back of the seat in front of Tom. It moved its front legs together one over the other. It put them around its head and seemed to pull until Tom let the third wood sprang from it. It used its back leg to keep its wing, and it did only slowly, as if knowing that it would sail. And indeed, it was sail. Tom did not dare to reach for it. He believed that his soul would be restored suddenly if he did such a thing while Mr. Spunk was praying. But with the last words, his band began to move forward. When the lad was calm, the bug was in his hand. But his aunt saw it. She told him to let the bug fly away. Then Mr. Spunk began a longer talk. He read the words he was saying, and Tom called the parts as he turned them. After two, Tom always knew how many prayers there had been. He did not often know what had been said. But this morning, Tom was interested for a little while. Mr. Spark talked about future peace in the world. The strong and powerful nation, he says, would be friends of the weak. The strong, he says, would be like a strong wild animal of the forest. The weak would be like a weak animal of the farm, but the strong animal would not hurt the weak animal. They would lie down beside each other in peace. They would be so gentle and friendly that a little child could lead them. Tom wished to be that child. Then there was no more talk about animals. Again, Tom began to suffer. He remembered a valuable object that he carried, and he took it from his pocket. It was a large black bug in a small box. The bug quickly took a painful hold on Tom's finger. The next moment the bug was on the floor on its back, and Tom's finger was in his mouth. The bug lay there moving its legs, but it could not get on its feet again. Tom could not resist. It was too far away, but he was it. Other people also not interested in Mr. Spunk would fall pressure in watching the bug. Then a dog interrupted the curse. He was sad at heart. He wanted some new different thing to do. He saw the last black bug, and his tail lifted and moved a little happily. He looked at the bug carefully, walked around it, but it not nearly, lay down with the bug between his front feet, and began to sleep. His head moved down. He struck the bug, and the bug took a painful hold on his nose. The dog cried loudly, shaking his head, and the bug fell again on the floor on its back. People sitting near were laughing gently with their face covered. Tom was completely happy. The dog seemed like a fool, and perhaps felt like a fool. There was anger in his heart also. He went near the bug again and began jumping at it. Moving in a circle, he jumped again and again. Then he had enough of jumping. He found a smaller bug and followed it for a while. Then he had enough of the smaller bug. Forgetting the last big bug, he sat down on it. With a wild cry of pain, he went running around the church. The bug kept its hold. The dog ran across the front of the church and across the back. His cry grew louder and louder. Then he jumped into his owner's arms. His owner threw him out a loud window. Then slowly the sound of his voice got stronger and was gone, and he quickly ran away. Now all the people in the church had left were trying not to run. Mr. Spark had stopped speaking. He began again, but it was not easy for him to continue. Here and there a light could be heard. All were glad when it was time to go home. Tom Sawyer went home quite happy. Church was a pleasure when something different happened. There was only one thing that he did not like. He would get to let the dog play with his bug. But the dog should not have carried it away.